You're watching LangyTV, and this is Midweek Roundup. Big shout out this week to one of our biggest fans. You know who you are. Tanya Wallace, thanks for joining us. Working away in Gippsland at the moment. And everybody else that's watching.
Is this a film or a video? It's a film.
All right, Gus, we noticed that during the matches or on game day, you pay a lot of attention to the under-21s. Would you say you've got any potential up-and-coming young lads there?
The reason they're at the top of the league is the first team game time exposure that Ronnie has given them over the last 2 years. There's 5 or 6 guys there who have played in the first team, who are cementing their position in the 21s, and they're also 5 points clear after this week's game. That in itself is a testament to them. Come the end of the year, then they can evaluate themselves. Whatever league we're in, then we can say, right, you're ready to step up. But that'll come down to the individual. But as I say, I go religiously, watch every single under-21 game, and I'm very, very pleased with them. And as I say, the last couple of years we've bloodied that many of the boys into the first team. They're now standing out in the reserve league, and that's the reason why they're 5 points ahead with the good grounding with Ronnie and Phil. So yeah, there's plenty of experience there. There's plenty, and they're at a right age. That's the most important thing. But they're starting to learn, and they're playing some good football.
Caleb, good to get back on the score sheet again. Now, 2 goals, but just tell us about that penalty, the one that you had to retake. Tell us the psychological behind that.
Well, I scored a beautiful penalty, but the first one, and then the referee, who made a lot of funny decisions on Saturday, called me back while me and the boys were hugging and celebrating. He called us back and pointed to Paul Speed and said he crossed the line too early. So I had to take it again. So rather than worry about taking it again, I just locked in my mind and said I'm going to have to take another penalty. So I just went back through my normal routine and just took it again as if it was a first-time penalty.
So was it the same direction, same left or right, or that's what we're trying to get at. What do you think about after you've already taken the first penalty and it's been disallowed? Do you go the same way, or what do you do? Is it a mind game with the goalkeeper?
Not really, because I don't really pick a particular way, so I can't give all my secrets away on camera. Although over my career I've usually picked a way. I always used to go bottom left corner. But I changed that a couple of years ago, and I tend to wait for the keeper to move now. So yeah, I just went through my routine again, and he moved to the left, and so I just went low and hard to the right, and lucky it went in.
Now, Gus has changed the squad now. Well, last week, 4-4-2. Is that how's that affected you? A bit more comfortable with that?
I think it's better for the team. Yeah, definitely, John. I think I liked us better with 4-4-2 because we had a bit more width. I think last week when it was a 4-3-3, everyone kind of was getting sucked to the middle. Probably suited Morwell a little bit. Made it a bit of a battle in the middle of the park. This week I thought we had some really good width, and I think when we've got the ball and we've got space and we hold on to it, we're very, very threatening. We can get it out wide. We can play between the lines, and I think we did that well. And it was nice for me to have a start and be back up there, and probably suits me 4-4-2 as well. So.
Yeah, just on that, having a start, is that are you in for the rest of the season? Any more times out, or are you locked in the rest of the season now?
Well, I hope so. I'm not away for the rest of the season. I had quite a few trips away early, which probably didn't help my cause. But yeah, hopefully I am. I really would like to lock in for the rest of the year, and if I keep playing the way every week, then I'll play my 250th game against Mornington at home, and it's I think the second or third last game, and then I'll hang up the boots. So that would be a nice end for me if it went that way. We'll see.
Well, that's good for me because we're away until the 19th of August. I'll be back for that game, so let's hope it's a big one. Caleb, thanks for talking to us, and always a pleasure to see you on the park.
No problems, John. Thank you.
Thanks. The only one question to ask you this week, Paul, after that goal, just talk us through. Was that the best goal that you've scored, or have you scored a better one than that?
I've scored loads of them. Don't come often these days, but when they do, that's what they like.
I think we've got a couple of photos of that goal on the website. Just talk us through that one.
I think Yaya's got on the left side of the box and he's just cut inside and asked for it. He hit it along the box and I just hit it on the half volley short thing, hit the bar and went in.
Now, the other question is that we need to ask, is the last 2 games that we've played, we've conceded 6 goals in the last 15 minutes of the game. Yeah. Now that we're getting into the sharp end of it, how do you think the boys are going to be conscious about that going into play South Springvale?
No, the game on the weekend where we 4-0 up, I think we just thought we had the game won. And we took our foot off the pedal a little bit, and then they've scored 2 penalties and a goal off our mistake. And a week before that, that was just a mad game, to be honest with you. Like 5 goals in 5 minutes or something. Yeah. So, no, we'll be all right.
So this week, no injuries in that?
Me or...
Yeah, how was your knee?
Right. I'm all right, yeah. Sounds.
All right, well, thanks for talking to us. All the best. No cards this week.
No, sounds. They should.
We're back on the winning list again for the week. How did you see, that was a great game, 4-3 win. How did you see the first hour, at least the first hour of that?
Yeah, it was very good, Webby. We asked the players to give us a response for the poor game that they had at home against Morwell, and the boys duly turned up and done exceptionally well. We changed the formation a wee bit. We went into a 4-4-2 situation just to combat their pace. They've got a lot of pace out wide, so we needed to tighten up a bit, and that was the only reason we changed the formation. But putting Caleb up with Connor worked very well. 2 of them worked well together, and the midfield was very tight, and we were nice and compact at the back.
And those goals?
Oh, excellent goals, good football. What we've been doing, to be honest, and I was fearful because Morwell, as we said before, had 2 great wins the previous away, and both of them were away from home, Mornington and Malvern. So they weren't any mugs. So it took us to be on our best to get those 4 goals in front.
So at half time, what was the talk at half time?
Just try and keep the ball, and obviously we knew they would come out fired up, and Carlos would have had them fired up, but. To say that, the first one was a bad mistake. It was a pass back and we get caught in possession, and so at 4-1 I wasn't too much worried.
So in the 75th minute, you had Johnny and Boris both come off with a change to the line at the back. It seemed from the touchline there shortly after we conceded three goals. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I didn't think it disrupted anything. You know, we were 4-0 up when we made one of the first substitutions, which was Caleb, who had run his backside off, and we threw Aaron on to give some energy up there. But look, to be honest, if I don't make a substitution and the team comes over the top of you, people say, how come you didn't use your substitutes? So it's a load of rubbish. What happened was the 2 penalty kicks that were given against us were very frivolous, and the soccer gods, when they're no kind to you, that's what happens. You know, they put you in your backside. So yes, they hit the bar, and we had a couple of chances, but in saying that, I personally did not care that the result was 4-3. So long as we come away with the 3 points, nothing else matters.
And the other noticeable thing was that in the last 2 games, that both in the last 15 minutes of the last 2 games, we've conceded 6 goals. Are we running out of legs then, or are the boys are just feeling pretty confident?
No, I mean, you take these last 2 goals we had on Saturday, 2 of them were penalty kicks. It was got nothing to do with. One was a handball, and the other one I just don't know where it came from. But there's nothing wrong with the fitness, as you notice against even Morwell. You know, we were 2-1 up, 4 minutes to go. Even against Mornington, we come back 1-2-1. Nah, there's nothing wrong with the fitnesses. That's just a fallacy. It's just a stupid mistake which got them in for their first goal and 2 penalty kicks. So certainly, John. It's there's no worries about anything at the moment.
Okay, so next week we're South Springvale at home. Last time we played them, we had some crazy weather, 2 late goals. How are we going to prepare for that one this week, and how are the boys going to prepare for that one?
Well, I think that, getting back on track against Morwell down there, which is a very tough place to go, as I've said before. We'll see how everybody pulls up on Thursday night, and then we'll pick a side that's going to respond again at home. And the players know that if they continue to keep winning, then we keep that 6 points, and then somebody will drop points somewhere. So long as it's not us, our players are confident, they're ready to go, and 9 games to go, 5 at home, 4 away. A lot of tough games, but at the same time, we're 6 points clear. If you'd have told me this at 9 games to go, I would have took it all day, Look, everybody has got opinions in the game, and opinions is what the game's all about, John. Whether it's substitutes, whether it's tiredness, whether it's whatever, and nothing matters so long as you get the win. Then we can, digress a little bit and say, well, let's have a look at a couple of bits and pieces here and there, but we have nothing to worry about. We can score goals, and we'll be looking to do that on Saturday again.
All right, Gus, have we got full squad for Saturday? No injuries or anybody out with cards?
The only one that's slight doubt is Liam Baxter, and we'll see how he pulls up. We've actually sent him and Kieran to the pool tonight just to recover. So we'll see how they pull up on Thursday night, and then we'll pick a team that will go and do the business on Saturday.
All right, Gus, thanks for talking to us, and hopefully we can talk to you after the game for another 3 points.
I hope so, John.
This week our senior women's played against Peninsula Strikers, had a 5-1 victory. The goals for that and the highlights are on the website if you want to have a look at that. But for now, here's a quick look at some of those goals. That's all we've got time for this week. That was the last episode of Midweek Roundup, and for LangyTV for some 7 weeks, as we've got some previous engagements in the UK to be. So I hope you've enjoyed the time. I think this is the 13th episode, and we'll be back on the 19th, 20th of August to catch up with the Mornington home game. Be a big game. So from Midweek Roundup, I'm Jonathan Webb. Thanks for joining us.